Redditors with SOs who talk in their sleep, what is the creepiest thing they've said? Too many Asians here, I'm Asian. How'd that conversation in the morning go? How many Asians is too many Asians? According to OPSO in the bedroom. 1. Unless the SO is also Asian. So 2. But one of them may be pregnant. So 3. But they could be twins. So 4. But they could have cheated. So 2. And they're not Asian. So 1. Ah, I see you're in middle management. I talk in my sleep regularly. One instance comes to mind. My SO said she was going to the bathroom in the middle of the night. On her way back, I said it's following you and went back to sleep. I think this is the scariest I've read on here. Imagine sleepily going back to bed while you hear it's following you. I would not sleep again that night. Edit, apparently I can't spell again normally. I would not enjoy having a bathroom follow me back to bed. She's starting shaking me and yelling that the financial reports don't match. She's an accountant. I come in to go to bed, lay down and am about to turn the bedside lamp off. Cue him turning over, eyes still shut, obviously still asleep. Don't turn the light off. I'm confused now, why? They need to see. Now I'm freaking the duck out wondering who is in our bedroom that I haven't noticed. Who needs to see? The bugs. Why do the bugs need to see? To read. This happened months ago and I still haven't let it go. I mean, it makes sense. You don't want to be responsible for undereducated bugs in your house, do you? If the bugs don't learn to read, they won't find jobs. Then they'll never move out. My wife doesn't talk in her sleep, but I did wake up once to her sitting up, leaning over me and staring at me Paranormal Activity style. It was terrifying, and she has no recollection of it. I woke up to my wife screaming the most horrifying blood-curdling scream I'd ever heard. Something made her wake up, and in the faint moonlight that was seeping in through a gap in the curtain stood a small figure less than a foot from her face. It was our son wanting a drink, but he had decided to stand next to her head like a mannequin until noticed. Edit, fixed a typo. Edit 2, thanks for the silver. Edit 3, and now gold. My wife is glad her terror has entertained so many. This is honestly the thing that makes me the most anxious about having kids. I hate being scared, and I am very easy to scare. My poor mother. She was 2. Our house was full of corners and Kidney loved hiding around them to scare her. So, can you see it? In the corner? Me, what so, zzzzzzzzzzz me bitch. Soft creepy laughter and then immediately propping up at a 90-degree angle saying it's all part of the show then going back to sleep. I was laughing at something in a dream once and it creeped out my girlfriend, so she shook me and asked why I was laughing. I answered the purple people as I was waking up, which freaked her out more. The dream had people with weird skin colors and clothes, and in the moment nothing in the world was funnier to me than a purple man in a turquoise suit standing next to a turquoise man in a purple suit. I had trouble explaining that while I was conscious. TBF, that would look pretty funny. Wild women everywhere? My girlfriend. I'll have what she's having. Sleep? Hell yeah, my dude. Das the good shit. Well, at least I don't have Alzheimer's. She's acting like a bitch, of course I stole her Valium. Were you missing Valium? My boyfriend once cupped my crotch in his sleep and said, 2 out of 5 stars. Edit, whoops, I clearly got carried away reading the other comments and forgot it was supposed to be something creepy. Regardless, thanks for the gold. Glad you all get a kick out of my crotch low rating. And yes, I'm still with the bugger. My fiancée is super active while sleeping. It used to bother me, but now I'm used to it. One time I asked her to give me her pillow while she was sleeping and she said, okay, and then pulled it out from under her head and threw it at me. She slept the rest of the night without a pillow and was quite pissed when she woke without a pillow and after I told her what she did. My so frequently moves around the pillow and the covers when she's asleep, often resulting in her not having a pillow, and not letting me put one under her. The first time she did it, she called me a snake for stealing the pillows. I'm still not sure if she fully believes that it's not me. Apparently I'm the opposite. According to my SO, while dead asleep, I reached over, yanked the pillow out from under her head, threw it off the bed, and continued snoring contentedly. Unrelated, but on another night, I apparently rolled over, put my face right near hers, and, as she describes it, snored right into her face. For an hour. Edit, wow, my first silver. Thanks, kind stranger. Edit 2, fix the commas a bit. Also another silver. And my most upvoted comment ever. I'm glad you all enjoy my so suffering. Final edit, a lot of people wondering what a scream snore is, like a lot. Posted as a reply a while ago, adding as an edit for ease of viewing, scream snoring, the inhale is what you'd imagine, it sounds like a chainsaw. Followed by a huge, exasperated sigh mixed with a long grunt while exorcising a demon. Scream snored right into her face. For an hour, and that was me losing it at my desk. Good thing I'm the only one here today, or people would think I was a lunatic. I am quite certain my wife would wake me up if I started scream snoring into her face. And I don't even really understand what scream snoring is. I honestly started keeping track of the weirder things conversations we've had, that she remembers nothing of. November 25 she wakes up. So fish sticks. Clear and loud, me fish sticks? What do you mean? So are you making fish sticks? Me yes I'm making fish sticks so okay. Goes back to sleep. Sleeping wife, why is the dog barking? Me we don't have a dog. Wife, yes we do and he's in the kitchen barking. Me okay. Wife, go see why he's barking. Me after a little more argument about whether or not we have a dog, walks to kitchen and back to bedroom. Wife, where did you go? Me I went to the kitchen to check on the dog. Wife, but we don't have a dog. Not my but my 17-year-old daughter, she came charging into my bedroom, yes she also walks in her sleep as well, and started shaking me saying Mom. Mom. Look at the clock, look at the clock. I struggled into consciousness, looked at the clock and saw that it was 2 a.m. I said what's the problem? We have to feed the cat. We don't have a ducking cat. I was told by my that I said, give her a lobotomy, right through the temple. Edit, it was me that said it, not her. I hope your is not a neurosurgeon because I'm pretty sure through the temple is the scenic route to a lobotomy. Initially he just mumbled something I couldn't understand. I turned around to face him and asked him what he had said. He responded in his sleep don't worry about it and then laughed in this villainous way that I've never heard him use while awake. It honestly creeped me out. Divorce, hey edit. Thank you very much for my first 3 silvers ever, kind strangers. I've told this on here before, but my husband is out of control with his sleep talking. You almost can't call it sleep talking, because you would swear this mfr knows exactly what he's doing. It isn't just talking. He gets up out of bed, will literally be walking around the house doing things like he's totally aware. Could hold a full conversation with you. It takes a minute to realize whether he's awake or not, he's so sure of himself. So probably the scariest thing was one night we're knocked out, it has to be like 3 a.m., and his big ass bolts out of bed like I've never seen in my life, waking me up and frantically yelling we have to go now. We have to get out of here. Follow me. Hurry up. I literally go into full panic mode and start trying to grab things and get my dogs, all while trying to ask him WTF is going on, but he's so serious about this that I just trust that there must be something bad happening. Within a minute or so I noticed that as frantic as he was walking around, he wasn't really doing anything, just kind of going in circles. At that point it clicked that he wasn't really awake. I had been woken up from a dead sleep too obviously, so I started saying his name over and over and telling him it was okay, and he kind of just snapped out of it and was like oh, sorry about that. Definitely was freaked TF out for a minute there though, thanks so much for the platinum. I laughed at this so hard. We need to leave now, hurry up, runs in circle. Lamau. That's exactly what it was like. I'm the sleep talker, but the best I've ever been told about was no. None of them have heads. My husband sleep talks and my favorite was when he told me to close a ticket. He was an IT manager, and I told him I didn't work for him. Then he yelled at me to get it done. I said you're a mean boss and went back to sleep. I've got so many and should write them down, but I'm so used to it by now. And I'm not the sleep talker, but I once woke myself and him up by yelling the power of Christ compels you. I had been having a very vivid nightmare about seeing a black entity floating in our bedroom by the bathroom door. In my dream, I woke my husband up and we turned the lights on, chasing it down the hallway because we didn't want whatever it was to hurt our daughter. As we were chasing it away, I was yelling the power of Christ compels you and I woke up screaming it. Thing is that I'm not particularly religious and that's not really something I would say at all. It was so bizarre. I've only had a dream that realistic a couple times in my life. I like how even in a nightmare you're like, nah bitch.